Brothers and sisters in Christ, in recent days, our beloved Pope Francis has been hospitalized at the Gemelli Polyclinic in Rome due to bronchitis that has been afflicting him for days. Doctors assure us that his condition is stable, but his hospitalization has caused concern among the faithful. The Holy Father, now 87 years old, appears increasingly fatigued, and his physical difficulties are evident. In recent months, during audiences, we have seen him stop multiple times to catch his breath, struggling with his voice and breathing. This has raised questions and concerns about his ability to continue leading the Church. However, Pope Francis is not a man who clings to power. From the beginning of his pontificate, he has demonstrated great inner freedom and a total sense of service. Aware of the weight of the mission entrusted to him by Christ, he has already reflected multiple times on the possibility of resignation, following the example of Benedict XVI. He has never ruled out the possibility of stepping down if his health conditions no longer allowed him to exercise the patrine ministry with clarity and vigor. However, he has also emphasized that a pope's resignation should not become a trend or a common practice within the Church. At a time when the figure of the Emeritus Pope is still a novelty in the history of the Church, Pope Francis has sought to bring greater clarity to this reality. He has expressed the desire that if a pope were to resign, he should withdraw discreetly, without interfering in the governance of the Church. For this reason, he has stated that a future Emeritus Pope should be called the Emeritus Bishop of Rome, and should no longer wear the white cassock. Additionally, he has stressed that he should live in a state of reserve without publicly intervening in ecclesial matters. Pope Francis has also hinted that, should he step down from the papacy, he would remain in Rome, most likely at the Basilica of St. John Lateran, rather than retire within the Vatican. Moreover, he has expressed his wish for a simple burial outside the Vatican walls in the Basilica of St. Mary Major, which is particularly dear to him. These choices reflect his intention to avoid any sense of dualism within the Church, preventing confusion between the reigning Pope and the Emeritus Pope. The possible resignation of Pope Francis would have a significant impact on the Church. On one hand, it would be the second time in just a few decades that a pontiff has renounced the patrine ministry, solidifying a practice that for centuries was considered an extreme exception. On the other hand, it would raise the question of a church with two living emeritus popes. Benedict XVI lived his retirement in prayer and silence, but the presence of two emeritus popes could generate tensions, especially if there were theological differences between the new pope and his predecessors. Furthermore, a resignation by Francis would open a new conclave at a historical moment when the Church is facing great challenges: increasing secularization, internal divisions, a vocational crisis, and doctrinal issues that fuel ecclesial debate. Who would be elected after Francis? What direction would the Church take? Would it be a pope of continuity or a pontiff who breaks away from the reforms initiated in recent years? These are questions that have no answers today but could become highly significant if Pope Francis's health were to deteriorate. In this time of uncertainty, what we can do is pray. Pray for the health of our Pope, that the Lord may grant him strength and discernment. Pray for the future of the Church, that the Lord may illuminate its path. May God bless us all.